wanted to just say a few words. Dad, you've always been a great role model to me, and now also to Anna. You also always are ready to play, and always have been, or do some creative art project. You're a good listener, though not right now. Especially if you can't sometimes hear. You've always been supportive of things that I've done, most of the time. So most of the things that I've wanted to do, you've been supportive of, which I appreciate. And you've shown all of us how you don't need to be a big talker to be someone who is deserving of respect. And you showed us how we should live our lives with grace. You're a real class act, and we love you so much. Happy birthday.
Okay, Chucky, it's your turn. Your turn, Chucky.
Uncle Marie's called you.
Okay.
Everybody, I'd like to thank my sister Ann for those heartfelt remarks, and I certainly share in all of them. I know everyone here loves my dad, and nobody more than me. I really do. Don't say it too much, but I do love you with all my heart, as well as my mom. And I also love so dearly the way you love each other. It's really been a role model and a thrilling experience for me to see the way the two of you are really just one person. You know, we speak with one voice, whether it's to reprimand me or otherwise. And I also appreciate the way my dad really is the epitome of quiet dignity. Someone who really leads by example, and everything that he always says is something about being good or just or smart or straight. Always a great, great example. Of course, I'm so happy that here in 2014 we still have the pleasure of having you with us. So many of my friends can't say that, but I'm sure I'm grateful and fortunate, as are my brother and sister, that we still have these two great people with us and doing very well. And I know that my wife and children feel the same way. And I don't want to take up too much time, but do love you, Dad, and love Uncle Maurice too, despite his off-the-cuff comments. So thank you everyone. I guess I'm next. Listening to my father's speech today, he kept talking about how he could see the architects and see the doctors and see the lawyers. And what I'm convinced is that at 90 years old, he has great eyesight. The other thing he said was that he sees all family here, which means at 90 years old, you have no friends left. So, I'm just going to relate. I was thinking just yesterday of an anecdote that shows the love that goes on in the family, and something my father did for me. When I was younger, there was a point in my life when I was 8 or 9 years old where I had to go to a doctor's appointment every week in Manhattan. And on one of these occasions, on a Thursday morning, for some reason, it was down at New York Hospital, so it was in the 60s and York Avenue.
So on the way back, for some reason, nearby was a company called Metro Media, which at that time was Channel 5 in New York. And we drove by there, and I said, wow, I could see the big insignia, the number 5, and I said, wow, Channel 5. I don't know what happened, but we stopped the car, we found a place to park, we go in the front doors, my father took the front guard to the side, spoke a few words, and the next thing I know, we're walking into Channel 5, where, you're not going to remember this, but there were a lot of children's programs, live children's programs back then. We walk in, I look in one room, and Sandy Becker is doing Wonderama. And I thought, at that point, I was a major Soupy Sales fan, so it was like, let's find Soupy Sales. And we're walking down the hall, and all of a sudden, out of a door coming right at me is Sandy Becker, who was another hero. And he just walked right up to us, and I said, "You're Sandy Becker?" And he said, "Yes, I am." He was very nice, shook my hand. Remember this?
Yeah.
Finally, we looked and we found Soupy Sales' set, which was in color. And I'd never seen it in color because we had a black and white television. I didn't know it was in color. Fabulous, but Soupy wasn't around, but his secretary was very nice, took my information, and a week later, Soupy sent me a picture with him autographing it for me, which I still have. It's in my house in upstate New York. It was one of the most amazing moments of my life, and my father made it happen. It was a spontaneous thing, but it was a wonderful thing, wonderful memory. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Dad, we love you. Happy 90th birthday. There we go.